I think so many players want to get better, they want to improve, and this video is all about doing that, because in this video I'm going to show you 4 drills that can really help you improve. Now here's the thing, because I think a lot of times when we think about improvement, we think about we got to do more, but at some level it's not about doing more, it's about being able to do what you're already doing when the situation gets tougher. That's the key in tennis. So many times when we think about, oh, I need to hit the ball bigger, I need to place the ball close to the line, that's not the answer. It's actually a trap. More than likely, what you're missing to really get better is doing probably more of what you're doing now, but in tough situations. So these drills are trying to focus on that. A lot of times when we go out to use a ball machine, we sit generally in a corner and we go, okay, I'm gonna work on my forehand. And this is great. And maybe you hit the forehand, maybe it's off, but guess what? The reality of when you play a match is no opponent's going to let you sit there and go, hey, Kevin, I'm going to let you hit a ball right here, right where you want it. Most opponents are going to try to move me, and they're going to try to make sure that it's a difficult situation for me. I mean, obviously, that's what we want to do to our opponents. We want to make it difficult on them. So these drills are all going to be based around having a solid level of consistency and maintaining that consistency while having to do more movement, making sure you can hit the ball when the time gets tough. Because it's not so much that Nadal's hitting phenomenal shot, which he does, but it's more so before that he's hitting all the shots where they're running him and he's no problem, like I get it back. Where right now, I bet if we are put on the run, we make mistakes, and this is why this is so important. So most of the reps I'm going to be doing are reps of 4, 6, or 8. It's not a lot of balls, because honestly 67% of points that you win or lose are going to be won within the first 4 strikes of the ball anyway. And we're not even talking about serve or return. We'll get there in a different video. Now let's get to some drills and hitting. The first drill we're going to do is a very simple drill, but a very good drill, because it works on your movement and recovery and getting out to the next ball. We're going to hit 4 balls cross court on my forehand side, running around a cone. Too many times we hit a ball and we just sit out here, so the cone kind of pulls you back to a recovery position that allows you to be, basically if I'm hitting cross court, this is where I want to be. So let's get started. So first ball fires, I go, I missed that one, so I got to start over now. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So with that, you already saw I missed my first one. I don't count until I make my first one, but I have to hit 4 in a row. If I miss the third one, I would start all over. So you can see how this makes you focus. So I would do the same thing for 4 more sets, making sure to execute 4, 6, or 8 balls in a row. And you could do this not only cross court, but you could do it down the line. So it would look like this. If I'm going down the line, 1, ooh, barely got that one, 2, okay, oh, got me, 3, 4. So you can see there, both cross court and down the line, I can achieve it, but here's the thing. Between each set, I want to simulate a point. So I don't want to give myself 20 seconds as a rest. So if I get tired, it resembles how you'd be playing a game. The next drill I'm going to do is a side-to-side drill. And what you're going to notice is that the drills aren't really complicated, but what I'm doing to make them and which will make you tougher is I'm putting stipulations on the drills. One of the base stipulations we always see is that I have to hit 4 balls or so many balls in a row without missing. Compared to most people when they come out and use a ball machine, they hit one, they miss another one. I have to cluster these balls together. So side to side, not a hard drill. Every ball has to be past the service line. I'm gonna do 4 balls. And again, we're gonna do this cross court. You can equally do it down the line. So 1, so I missed that first one. I'm gonna start over on this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right there, 4 balls. I missed the first one. I let the next one go by. You can start on the next one, but the key is 4 balls in a row. And so you can see how this could be really stressful if you're not used to it. The key is I'm keeping myself accountable. I'm only counting when I hit 4 balls in a row. And this is so important because so many people ask, like, why don't I play as good as I do in practice that I can play in a match? Because generally if you're hitting this way or hitting normally, you'd be missing a ball, it's no big deal, I'll just hit another one. But you don't get that in a match. So you add accountability and pressure to this. Now, if you wanted to take your accountability and pressure to the next level, then you add, let's say, something you have to do. And I've done this for myself, I've done it for students, and it really makes them feel a lot of pressure. But like practicing with a lot of pressure, you learn to deal with the pressure in matches. So meaning that if I don't, I'll do this one more time, and if I don't, let's say, hit my first 4 balls past the service line, I'm gonna have to do, let's say, 10 push-ups. So now, let's go. The pressure's on, first ball. Oh, oh, already I missed my first one. I'm gonna give myself one more try. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I gave myself one more try. I don't know if that's cheating or not, but by giving myself one more try, I really made sure that if I didn't do it that time, boom, I'm on the ground doing push-ups. Now, you may not want to do push-ups, you can pick whatever you want. The whole point is there's stakes at hand, meaning that if I don't execute this, there's something's gonna happen to me and it's not gonna feel good. And that's what a match is. If you don't execute on your shot, you're gonna lose a point, hence being down, and having to feel the humiliation of losing the match if you lose too many of them. And that's why if you're not playing as well as you want in matches, but you do great in practice, because you don't have stakes, add stakes. This next drill is a doozy, and you might have to give yourself a little bit more time in between the ball machine hits. And what it is a backhand defensive drill. We focus so much on playing good offense. Everybody wants to hit a bigger forehand or a bigger backhand and step inside the court. But when we really watch matches, what do you see? You see a mixture of offense, defense, and neutral. But again, how many times or when's the last time you went out and practiced defensive shots? Meaning that someone running in the corner and you're playing defense, whether that means throwing the ball up really high or hitting a slice. So I'm gonna give you two different versions today. So what I have is the cone right here. I have the ball machine set up where it's gonna feed me a very wide backhand. It's gonna hurt me here. And so what I now have to do is make sure I move out wide and play. First of all, I'm gonna work on playing slices, cross court. That's my first level of defense. And then I'm gonna work on lifting the ball up and buying a ton of time by getting under it and making sure that I almost throw up a lob to keep myself back in the point. Now, one quick note is I still have these stipulations. I'm gonna do this 4 times. So you'll see me let a ball go between, but once I go for the ball, I have to execute. So let's go. Ball shoots, oh. So I gotta get it at least cross court. I let that ball go by. Oh no, I missed it. Okay, so you can see how this is tough. Now again, most people just keep going. This is where I stop and go, okay, I gotta start all over. So first ball, got it cross court, okay. Second ball, got it cross court, good. Third ball, oh no. Oh, I missed it. So you can see this is tough. So now you can see how difficult this is. I've already missed a couple. Maybe 4 more. I'm gonna make these challenge accepted, more stakes. If I miss any of the next 4, I'm gonna do push-ups for you. It's not gonna be any fun. So I'm gonna do this, aim a little safer, and then we're gonna go to the defensive lobs. So that's 1. Oh, barely 2. It was a little shorter than I wanted. I gotta fix the racket face. 3, perfect. Okay, 1 more. Oh no! As promised, 10. Absolutely no fun, but puts more pressure on me, and I'm getting a little tired. So this makes it even harder. So I'm gonna go to the next one, where I'm gonna hit defensive lobs this time. Let's see if I can execute on those. So defensive lob, it's a little short. We'll throw it up higher. Perfect. Oh, might have been out. So I gotta start all over again. That's perfect. Okay. That's 2. That's 3. Get in there. That's 4. But you can see already, this is something I bet you're not working on, but if you did, it adds a whole nother dimension to your game. The 4th and final drill. This one is the dreaded killer for most players, especially for anyone who doesn't like their backhand. And this, I've set the ball machine up to hit me a high, heavy topspin ball, okay? Most players kind of just like, I'm gonna hug the baseline and try to try to just muscle it or make it work, but a lot of times it doesn't work. This is a situation where we have to play defense. So now I'm gonna move back, I'm gonna play a topspin ball, play a defensive shot. So topspin, so you can see how I'm moving, challenging, okay? You gotta get a little deeper, go through the ball a little bit more. There we go. Definitely did that one better. Now, here's the thing, here's the test that I want you to think about when you're doing these type of drills, is that I did that 4 times, that's 1 point. Can you do it again? And that's why the sets, doing 1 rep of these, where you do 4, 6, or 8, and then can you continuously do that? Because this is what your opponent's looking for. They're testing you to see if like, hey, if I hit the shot, are they gonna give me an opportunity? Okay, no. If I hit the shot, are they gonna give me an opportunity? And as long as you can answer with, you're not getting anything here, then they're not gonna do it to you anymore. Now you can see a lot of these drills are predicated on probably playing singles more than doubles, but a lot of the drills can still be coordinated for doubles. But the key is if you like playing singles, this is great, but if you don't understand what you're supposed to do, you're just gonna be doing a lot of extra running and working way too hard. So that's why you should understand the 4 steps to playing simple singles. And you can learn how to do that right here. So go watch that video, and I'm explaining the 4 phases of playing singles when you're playing a singles point. And if you understand that, it gives you more structure and purpose around what you're trying to do to make sure you're not getting yourself in trouble. And also you can put more pressure on your opponent.